So I was actually planning on getting on Arc Raiders today, but with the announcement, I am feeling a little hyped. And so I'm going to continue leveling this hardcore character. It's a Pathfinder gas grenade, and we're going to discuss the announcement. So let's just jump right in. All right, so what do we have going on? So December 4, we've got the live reveal from GGG. This is, I believe there are times here, 12 p.m. over here. Let's see. And then playable on December 12th. Man, that is around the corner. So we are 11:20 right now. 1, 2, 3 weeks away and a day. Not even a day. So 3 weeks away from playing the Druid and who knows what else. I think we're going to talk about that. We're going to have some speculation here. We're going to buy into the hype because I love this game and I'm having fun. So yeah, there's the announcement. Looks like a Q&A with Ziggy D again. Awesome. And then there will be Twitch drops. So Last of the Druids. Druids coming out. And then free weekend on December 12th through 15th. Awesome. That's exciting news. All right. So I'm going to start... hey, Blyer, welcome back. Thank you so much for the resubscribe. 2 months. Man, time flies. So yeah, I hope you're excited. I'm excited. I'm going to kind of get into the game a little bit, and we can discuss as we go. Should I just run a map real quick? I think so. Let's warm up with a T9 or something like that. Let's consult the Sticky, Mr. Sticky, actually. A new character, or new character on the show here, Mr. Sticky. So clear the Nexus with T12 to get T11 vendor running. Is that true? I thought I might have did that. So clear T12 to get T11. Let's see.
Speak quickly.
Okay. Mr. Sticky needs to get updated. Let's see. We're just gonna figure out our next goal based on how we feel in T12. So if I have, yeah, like a basic 10, we'll warm up with that. All right, I think I'm heading to this tower. Sin, what's up? Welcome back. We are excited about the news. Druid is coming out, finally, just solid. I mean, we all knew it was coming out, basically, based on GGG's posturing and what they've been saying in interviews and everything, but it's nice to actually see a Druid on a thumbnail and in a video. Hear the Druid's voice, I guess, and get hyped for it. Only 3 weeks away, which is kind of crazy to me. Why is it that it always feels like the next patch, it's like, it feels like it's taking too long, and then all of a sudden, it's just right in your face. That's so weird. I don't want to irradiate, so we're going to run a basic. Only 3 weeks. Yeah, super exciting. Oh, yeah. Do you still need officer privileges? Because I can hook you up right now. With what was that quote again? With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, that's basically the gist of it. Okay, where are we? Oh, let's see, promote to officer. There you go. Easy does it. We can discuss a little further. It's really simple. This guild is like, you know what it's like. Eventually, maybe we actually have a guild that is actually hard to manage. That's not going to be fun, though. I don't want that. I'll just end up kicking a bunch of people, I think. So one thing that I'm really excited for with all of this is I am tired of traveling and being in this area of the tree all the damn time. Basically, I started thinking about it earlier today. Just about every single one of my characters has been in this area. Now, I've had a monk that's kind of been over here a little bit more, right? I had a sorceress that was over here a little bit more. And then I've had like a warrior that's over here a little bit more. But this is where I live. And this is about the median right here, or the middle. I am excited to be over here. Like right here. And I'm excited to see how this changes, because I've not looked at this in a long time, but is there anything really worthwhile? Does anybody actually spend time over here? It seems like it's kind of placeholder. I might do a little, like, I kind of want to level for the league start. Join the Titan life. It's good. Nice. I want to level either a witch or a warrior with the intent of exploring this area of the tree for shits and giggles. I'm kind of curious. It does look sparse. Like, right, look at this. Out of everywhere. Look at how much density is right here. Yeah. So there's a huge update coming. Look at the density compared to this. This is getting a major update, this patch, guys. Might not be worth messing around in it right now, but be kind of nice to know what was there if they just add things. Ah, so you're actually up here. Attack damage, yeah. Bunch of attack damage right here. Which is nice. I wonder what else is here, though. Anyways, that's a thought. I might end up doing that after we die here. Not that I think we're gonna die right here, but I'm gonna push it a little harder. I have been pushing it harder, actually. We're level 83. We're in T12, I guess. So what else? We know that they're working on the end game. They said this patch was going to be all about the end game. We saw in 0.3.1 that they kind of prepped for that by changing some things. We got rid of the tower system as we knew it. Now, how much is going to change? Are towers even going to exist in the game at all after this patch? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because it doesn't feel complete now. The changes that they made. Where? Alright, here they are. So yeah, the thing about it is I've never done POE 1 endgame stuff. Just a few maps, basically. I don't know what's normal over there, and so the players who have been playing POE 1, they have a better idea of what could happen, I think, in regard to the endgame. GGG came out and they tried some things, they experimented. Didn't go over too well, I guess. Towers hated. The mapping still not. One of the biggest comments I get, like in all my channel videos, is I hate the end game, basically. And it could be a video about anything else. End game's not even mentioned, and someone's comment is the end game sucks. Like, people don't like it. I have fun. I'm still having fun, but I don't know. I didn't play POE 1. I feel like most of the players who say that have played POE 1 a lot. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You upload a video. I don't know. It's about like a build or something. And then the comment is endgame sucks. And you're like, all right. Thank you. I don't know what to say to that. I guess we'll talk about it here. But it is just on it's on a lot of people's minds, and I think the thing is they just get burnt out of it. There's not enough. One, I don't think there's enough agency, meaning in PoE 1, it sounds like you can choose to do a lot of different activities that are meaningful, and you're not really locked into pathing around and having to explore or anything like that, where in PoE 2, there are not a whole lot of activities right now. It is in early access. And in addition to that, you have to travel around and explore in order to open up things in the map. And I think that doesn't sit well with a lot of people who come from PoE 1. They want to be able to do exactly what they want to do, you know, as soon as they hit the end game, basically. They don't want to mess around. Flying Feather, what's up? Which scene in Blade Runner indicated for you that Deckard was a replicant? I have no idea. Hold up. Yeah, I mean, are you commenting on my age? Because I was actually pretty young when I saw that movie for the first time, so I don't even think I guessed that he was a replicant. I think it totally surprised me, actually. That's a funny question, though. It's kind of like that endgame comment. I have a lot of gray hair, but I'm not that old. Like, I started graying when I was in high school, so I look old. I do feel old, too, but that's because I don't work out. And I just sit around playing games a lot after working at a desk. All right, I'm getting in trouble here. I don't want to die right off the bat. I'm not sure that I'm necessarily ready to start doing league start practice, honestly. But it's going to happen. As everyone points out the unicorn dream scene, whereas I always notice the eyes turning red in one scene with Rachel, just as the replicant's eyes do. No one ever points that scene out. Interesting. Sounds like you really enjoy that movie. How did you feel about the latest remake? Not a remake. I don't consider it a remake, but it's kind of like a sequel. Dang, proximal is brutal. There you go. Yeah, I've mentioned before on this channel that I am a very boring person to talk about movies to because I'm so simple about movies. It's like, was I entertained? Yes or no? There you go. Like, I just sit there and I just like soak it in the moment, watching the movie, and I don't go too far out of the bounds of the current scene, honestly. The whole, like, if a gun was in an early scene, it's going to show up in the later scene, goes right over my head, like, every single time, and then it shows up later, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh. Huh. Makes sense. But yeah, the latest movie that I've watched was Weapons on Netflix, I believe. It's a scary movie. And again, I'm kind of boring, but it was good. It was entertaining, and it was a little scary, actually. I did get scared. So, there you go. Movies are better enjoyed with the brain off. Yeah, that's how I do it, man. And sometimes that's how I do games, if you haven't noticed. That's why I like to go back and forth from softcore and hardcore, because I like to brain off a lot too. Maybe that's why I liked Diablo so much. Diablo 3 and 4. Why is this guy not dying? I need to pay attention here. Yeah, Sin, are you still on the unarmed run? You said you were basically done. You hit T15 and called it. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's a pretty good feat. Like, probably less than 1% of the player base there. I wish they would do... I don't know, I might get roasted for this. This is a pretty hardcore game, I guess, but I like achievements. I don't know why they don't do achievements. I guess it's just too soft. I love Blade Runner 2049 as a sequel. Yes, I did as well. I really did enjoy the new movie. I watch it frequently. When I got these headphones, they're pretty... Like, I've always just kind of had the headphones with the mic piece. Didn't really pay attention to sound that much. But when I got this going, the first thing I did was watch that movie, and I watched one of the new Dune movies with the new headset and the new sound, and it was like, holy crap. This is immersive right now. I never really watched movies on my computer, but it was pretty cool. Two, 3 Citadel bosses down. Wow. Dang, dude. Didn't stop quite yet. I'd like to hit level 90 for the final support slot. Dang. That is pretty cool. Are you in POE Ninja as unarmed, and are you like up there? How does that work? Can I find you? Oh god. No idea. I'm interested, man. I'd like to see the unarmed crew that's like level 100 unarmed builds. I always get chills when listening to the Mesa soundtrack from it, but what's your opinion on my 2 points on the sequel? Honestly, the 2 points about where you see the eyes and everything, it's just been too long for me on the movie. It came out when I was too young. I can barely remember the unicorn dream that you speak of. That's how long it's been since I've seen that movie. But I probably need to rewatch it. And you're probably, I think, a catalyst for that. Because now I'm very curious. I want to see what you're talking about. Alright, let's go to the boss. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let me check. Oh, 2 flaws. Alright, so they shouldn't have revealed Ford in the trailer. Thank God I don't watch trailers. Like, I am under a rock, basically, when it comes to anything that is... I'm not on social media, really. Of course, I'm on YouTube. But, I don't know. I missed it. I didn't see a trailer. And then I'm not sure how I feel about the resistance group K found. It wasn't that interesting to me. Yeah, that part of the scene, that part of the movie, I kind of agree. It got a little, I want to say almost, I don't want to say boring, but yeah, when he when he crashes. Okay, but he's remembering his implanted memories though, which was kind of cool. But yeah, there were parts of that, it kind of dragged on a little bit, I think. I agree with you there. And yes, they should not have had Harrison Ford in the trailer. He should have been a surprise, much like Matt Damon in every movie. They should have totally done a Matt Damon. I'm stuck. Alright. We got there. Matt Sergey, what up? Welcome back. I am doing well. I hope you're doing good as well. I've been seeing that you've been playing other games. I haven't been able to jump on your stream, though, unfortunately. It's been crazy busy for me. Alright, let's get out of here. But I'd be interested. Should you see the original once more, the spot, the red eye scene? Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a pretty good twist, though, I'd say. Alright, what are we doing here? I think I'm just getting rid of all gear. This is the end of season. Who cares? I shouldn't even pick up gear at this point. Unless I'm trying to level up my own character here. Or, I guess, salvage. Okay. What is this? Consecrated ground. Cool.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
Glad to hear that. No worries. Doing all right. Having a bit of an off day. I hope your evening is better. Sorry to hear that. What are you gonna... Do you maybe get a hot cocoa or something? I don't know. I just drank a hot cocoa. Sometimes that helps. Just the little things to try to shake off an off day. Magnitude of shock at 15%. That's not bad. Anyways, I'm not going to roll that right now, though. Usually blue will not roll well for me, although there are configurations of a sapphire that would be really good for me with crit and everything else. Saw a Dutch movie the other day. Spoilers, one of the most interesting movies I've seen in many years. An American remake was made, The Vanishing. Huh. I have not heard of that. So the Dutch remade an American movie, The Vanishing. Sounds interesting, though. I do like scary movies. Alright, we don't need that. Guess I'll hold on to this. So we got a ring. Oh, wait, I want those. Where are you? I should probably split this off. Let's do that.
Yes, I have many services. Fine.
Alright, so I think we're gonna do a 12 now. So what do you guys think? Oh, 4 news, Druid. Who's not rolling a Druid for their league start? That's gonna be really tough. Like, it's hard not to play a new class, man. I don't think I've ever played a game like this where a new class came out and I didn't play it. Except for the Death Knight in World of Warcraft. For some reason, I never got into the Death Knight. No, I know they're really good. Alright, so we can do the tower. I don't know who's the boss. But yeah, you guys all saw the trailer, right? We could play the trailer. But for now, let's see about this boss. POE 2 DB. What was this? Sinking Spire? Stormgore the Guardian has Cold and Lightning. Melee. Blackjaw. This guy's rippy for me, man. I don't know all of his attacks, sadly, because I'd kill him too fast every time. He scares me. I think we're gonna do it anyways, though. He does scare me. I'm not gonna juice this tower. Can't quite find who plays unarmed, but not one uses the gloves I'm using. They are made for unarmed builds. That's crazy, dude. What gloves are they? Just because the witch with Last Lament is a really good start. Oh, so Matt Sergey, you're gonna start with the witch? Dang, dude. Nah.
No matter how high.
Nice.
Nature always wins in the end.
I am kind of thinking of starting with a different class, but using the Druid stuff that comes out. The skills. And maybe trying for some different offhand combo. Maybe Gas Grenade as an offhand, honestly. We will see. The other idea that I kind of had is it'd be cool to be a druid with companions, so... I kind of want to be... Alright, so could you get, like, wolves in this game? So you could be that big badass wolf in the trailer, and then you could have, like, 2 companion wolves, and be a wolf pack. That sounds cool. What do you think? Skills are the most exciting part. Yeah, exactly. The skills and how they play in with other classes right now, especially with the update to weapon swap and weapon sets. And if they continue to make improvements there in this league, like, dude, shit's gonna get crazy. I'm already seeing weird things that I didn't realize. Like, there's the witch build, the Chaos Witch. A lot of them are using Gas Grenade on their offhand for chaos damage. Pop the grenades down and then do whatever chaos things they're doing. I have no idea. The only reason I really know is because I was searching on POE Ninja and I filtered for Gas Grenade and Persistent Ground. And the most popular class for that was Blood Mage, of course. Kind of sick of the Blood Mage popping up in all the things I want to do and doing it better somehow. The hell's up with that? It's like, I want to play a spear, Blood Mage. I want to play a Gas Grenade, Blood Mage. What else? All right, it's time to turn on the music for the Twitch folks. Let's see here. I like this one. Oh shit. I hate that options isn't paused. It's gonna kill me one day. Okay, let's check the level. Cool. Get in the zone here. Gotta lock in. I was gonna play Arc Raiders actually, but with the excitement, I couldn't do it. Gotta get back to the main. I don't know how much Arc Raiders we're gonna get in now, now that we're so close. We'll see. So got about 3 weeks before the next league start. Lots of time for other games. I don't know. That's not a lot of time for me, man. I am stretched thin as it is, trying to do the streaming and the YouTube. job, wife, kids, dog, house, grass, snow. Oh shit. Bad position here. I'm in a corner. Yeah, it's hard, man. It was all right. So my last video, I released it, I think 2 days ago, Monday. Wait, shit. Yeah, I released it Monday, so it's been like 3 days. Wow, that's crazy, man. Anyways, the video before that was 4 weeks ago because I just got so busy. It was so hard, and then I had to try to get back into the swing of things. It is so difficult when you break a routine and kind of like stop doing something and then trying to get into it again. So I decided with the Arc Raiders to do a short. So I just edited a short, uploaded it, and it kind of got me back in the swing of the video side of things. And it gave me enough, I guess, boost or energy to do an actual video. So the latest video is on the end game and how I approach it as far as like real, like not the mechanics, the principles, kind of the core of the end game, in my opinion, and what you should be kind of thinking about, or what I think about when I go about it. And it's not necessarily a how-to, like it's not going to tell you how to do tablets or how to, like, this is what you do with a waystone or whatever, but at a core principle level, this is what I think about when I'm doing these things. I'm going to do a similar video for the campaign here shortly. I think that's what I'm working on next. And then I might deep dive Gas Grenade as a possible League Start option. I think it is very strong for League Start. And you can do it on at least Gemling and Pathfinder and other classes, probably Titan. I'm going to investigate all the different classes that may, or ascendancies, that may be able to pull off Gas Grenade, because it's fun, and I think it's a good, strong option for League Start. This is smooth. This is my League Start in Hardcore. We're level 83. We had no problem. Matt Sergey, I saw your video on currency and rarity last night. Nice, thanks. Good stuff. Awesome. And I'm not sure what's up with Twitch tonight, but I'm getting dropped frames. I hope Twitch side is doing okay. But my stats are showing dropped frames. I might have to turn off music and all that. That sucks. I'm going to turn it off. We'll get out of all these sites. What else? Sticky Note. I'm going to close Sticky Note. For some reason, I think Mr. Sticky is slowing my computer down. I might need more memory or something. I don't know. What else? And then there was this one. The announcement I got to keep up, I think, in case we need to talk about it again. But hopefully that helps. I'm going to reset and see if we get dropped frames here. Yeah, we are getting dropped frames. Interesting. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's see what YouTube says. YouTube shows excellent condition, of course. Way better optimization over there for some reason. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Twitch. So what's your favorite movie? Pulp Fiction. That's my favorite. It's been my favorite for a long, long time. That's my kind of humor too, like that dark, dry type of humor, I guess. Now, just because I like Pulp Fiction doesn't mean I'm a super Quentin Tarantino fan or anything. Like, I've enjoyed his movies, but hit or miss, and some more than others for sure. Like Pulp Fiction, I mean, I just love that movie, but there isn't any one of his movies that are even close to Pulp Fiction for me. All right, we got the boss here. Oh yeah, shit. See, I don't know this guy, man. Just gonna blow me up. Is he just gonna walk? Can I just kite him the whole time? Can I run away? This guy's easy. I didn't know you could do this. I've been melee against him like every time. Holy crap. Range is awesome. I was spamming my skills, ran out of mana. I was just too shocked. Alright, we don't need this stuff. I'm gonna pick these up though. Range is king in this game. Yeah, apparently. I'm used to being worried I'm gonna get slammed, and he turns on you really fast. He does all this stuff when you're in melee range. That was weird. Most bosses have a kit that deals with range. I guess he doesn't. For some reason I can rewatch Pulp Fiction, yet I can't rewatch Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, exactly. Death Proof. I've never seen Death Proof. Maybe I need to. Who cares? Increased rare. Wow. T1, T1. Okay.
Fine, fine.
That's 2 maps in a row, I think, that I haven't gotten abyssal stuff. All right.
Hello. Collect more otherworldly remnants.
We got a 12 here. Elemental weakness has item rarity. I don't think I've ran this one. This will give us points, most likely. Yeah, Atlas skill book. Confluence. Who's the boss? POE to Ninja. Or not Ninja. DB Confluence. Let me guess. Serpent King Queen. Oh yeah, it is. Serpent Queen. Alright. So we'll run that. And I don't know. Yeah. Okay, the almond one. Almonds in Darkness. So now we're going to increase rarity with the tablet, and we get the item rarity on here as well. This will be some of the highest rarity I've ran, honestly. Are you playing hardcore or softcore? This is hardcore. Yeah, I'm trying to finish out this character. We're in a private league right now. But yeah, I'd like to run some maps with you again before the end of the league. I have increased my damage on my main, so it should go a little bit better if you want to run the rarity bot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, maybe this weekend.
In my sights.
Sounds good. Anybody who's in chat and interested in playing in the guild, we do have a guild here. Just join the Discord. Discord details are in the VOD. And on my channel. Watch out for that. Be sure to like the stream if you're in YouTube. Helps the algorithm. I need all the help I can get on the algorithm. It's punishing me now. Shit. I don't like this guy. He's huge. Ow. It's too big. I don't like seeing that much lava. Oh my god. But yeah, I took a little break during, it was like 2-week break or something like that. I wasn't even going to stream until teaser season, honestly. I kind of got a little burnt out. Dude. The algorithm. They hate when you take breaks. Or it's just that it got into the lull of the league. And YouTube knows this because it's tracking everybody's view history and everything. And like, I don't get as many Path of Exile 2 videos in my feed these days compared to when it's in the hype season and early league. It's sending me other stuff. Arc Raider stuff now. Damn, dude. Twitch is effed right now. I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. Shows a decent bit. It's green on the Twitch side. I wonder what the hell's going on. I haven't changed anything up. It's annoying. Maybe just a bad night. Some issue going on with the internet or something. We're gonna have to investigate this. Yeah, I'll have to check the VOD and see how this was playing out later. Right, I'm gonna close that other internet site, I guess. I don't know. I like want to close everything down, I guess. It's annoying. So we are getting close to level 84 here. Which is nice. Hey, we got a researchers. Nice. I love to see those. I'm not spec'd into long boxes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't realize that this dude was trying to drop a meteor on my head. I'm gonna put the in-game music back on. I'm just too scared to run music because of the frame situation. We're slamming this. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, it says dropped frames network. So yeah, I think it is an internet issue. Maybe a storm or something. What's weird though is I don't see any indication that YouTube is being affected. Hey, another strong box. I'm not slamming that one because it's not a researcher's. Dude, lurkers, man. Brutal. But yeah, my guess for the Druid is that the skills are going to be weapon agnostic. So no need to equip a weapon to get the skills. Like a cult. Which means weapon is kind of wide open. Except I anticipate, of course, intelligence and strength mainly, right? So maces, crossbows, probably able. They do have dexterity requirements, but not that high. When you have like a weapon like a crossbow that's got the split, it's really easy to hit those requirements when it's got two attributes that you need. And then, of course, you got the wand and the staff. So you could go all magic, but I feel like it, you know, I'm looking at crossbow, honestly, for the Druid. I want to do gas grenade on the Druid, actually, if I can. As an offhand. And the thing about the crossbow is with the grenades, very versatile. Lots of utility to bring with crossbows. Matter of fact, I've not been using all my utility. Forgot to curse the last boss, for instance. I've also not been dropping my ballista. I'm too hyped up. I'm not doing... I don't really like it, but Toxic Domain, it's kind of hard to use. I don't like standing in one spot. See? I got hit. Sweet. I want to see something. Gems. Let's look at 17. 99% sure. Yeah, Tame Beast does not require a weapon. However, that is a hefty... It's all dexterity. Which... Dexterity is going to be the hardest attribute for the Druid, I think. Unless you just move out that direction in the tree. You ignore... you only get enough intel to run the spells you need, I guess. Yeah, cult. None of these require weapons. Of course, this is all crossbow. Alright, hold up. Yeah. I don't think there's any skill in here that doesn't require a crossbow. I don't foresee getting swords. And then the warrior has some skills that don't require... Okay, yeah. Totems was interesting to me. Unfortunately, the mercenary totems require the crossbow. But yeah, I can kind of see a druid totem user. Yeah, here it is. Primal coming soon. Very soon. Flail? No. So elemental on the other hand. Okay, yeah, no weapons here. So magic users. Interesting. The one thing about the weapon will be how they handle the animal form or whatever, right? The shape-shifting. How often can you do it? How easy is it to swap out of it? Is it just like a weapon swap? I hope so. I hope they treat it that way, but it's probably gonna be overpowered when you can have, you know, a class that can just swap into some animal. I'm thinking World of Warcraft. Druid is always super strong in that game. It was extremely strong early on in Arena because of this going back and forth out of your animal form and your human form. So if it's like a swap like that and you're able to swap right into a crossbow seamlessly, I mean, dang, dude. It's going to be crazy. Interesting. I can kind of see a mercenary werewolf archetype, you know, very kind of common, I guess, or it's a trope, maybe. Interesting. Whoa. Too bad the flat damage is not good. We would need weapons or levels, probably. Okay.
So it is.
Okay. Let's run another map. It's fun getting back into the hype season and kind of not theory crafting, speculating. Level 12, what do we have? Damage is cold with item rarity. I don't like adding the extra damage right now. Let's go for a basic.
See what you can achieve with that. Time is of the essence.
We did pick up another tablet. Where are you? Let's see what it is. Irradiated again. Gold. Yeah, we don't care about that. Magic monsters. I think we do that, though. If I don't have the rarity or I'm not juicing the map at all, I'm going to go magic monsters. Okay, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work here. That's right. Okay. Oh, does it? Yeah, no. Okay, we get points if we clear this.
In another life, I might have called this forest home.
This map is kind of weird. Like, you can finish it and not really want to finish it. Once you finish this map, you can no longer go any further, I guess, is what it seems. I'd like to find the chests. I guess that's the whole point. It's like, how many chests can you find before you accidentally clear the map? Seems kind of weird. We got a lot of rares down here, only one up there. Or two, okay. Should I go up here? I hope this isn't a boss. I don't think there is a boss here, though. Yeah, this map kind of sucks. I agree. What does this do? Yeah, I guess you collect those and the map ends after you collect a certain amount of those, I guess. The other thing is, yeah, it tells you to explore the Dark Mists, but there's other things going on and it doesn't really tell you what that is. So a lot of times I have no idea, like, what? Why is the map over? And what did I just do? I collected something? Did it make the light further? Maybe it increased my light radius. No idea. Maybe I need to do a little video guide about this. I'll figure it out. It's kind of funny when you're doing content and you ask questions and then you don't answer them and you just leave it at that. It's like, isn't that potentially an opportunity for content? Same thing with businesses, you know, solving a problem. You can just say, God dang, man, this sucks. It's like, this light is so bright. What do I do with this? I'm just going to complain. And then you leave it at that. And then someone else develops sunglasses somehow. Because I think the difference between that the first person and the last person is the last person just got extremely pissed off about the light. Like, the first person just wasn't mad enough. The second person just had enough. Like, F this light. I'm gonna do something about this. Angra, welcome. Chilling and working. Yes, we are excited for 04. Of course. We were just talking about Druid and weapon swap. I am gonna try to go crossbow weapon swap if I can. I have the feeling the Druid skills are gonna be like a cult. You don't need a weapon attached to them, which will make weapon swap hopefully like easy to do. I want to be a mercenary werewolf. A mercenary turned werewolf on accident, got bit on a mission, and now hides the fact that he's a werewolf, just trying to get jobs done. The instant weapon swap change was a great change, yes, for build diversity. Totally agree. It's been much better since then. And I actively avoided crossbow on the whole until 0.3. Feels much better, in my opinion. That's probably not even an opinion, honestly. Because it's, damn. Feels so clunky. Alright, there's a lot of rares up here. Here we go. Moment of the hunt. Caleb, what up? Welcome back. 04 hype. You know, leading into this, I was saying, oh god. Alright, there's somebody in the mist throwing turd at me. Or something. Yeah, leading up to the hype, I was saying I am not going to participate. I was joking around, but... because eventually the hype gets... it gets too much. Like, I just want it to end. Just end it. But as soon as I saw the video hit today, I immediately got excited. I was going to stream Arc Raiders today. Couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to do it. Had to get on POE 2. So yeah, I have succumbed to the hype season. All it took was a 55-second video. GGG knows what they're doing. I think they need to have gems apply to a range of weapons. As of right now, many of the skills feel like they lock you into a group of skills that function well together, and with a specific weapon. Weapon swap helps a lot with that. Yeah, interesting. I honestly haven't really thought about that much, but the thing, once you mention that, because I have always kind of been a martial weapon user, and I kind of have tended to stick in the bottom side of the tree with weapons and everything. I realized that I have been using a lot of the same supports over and over again and ignoring everything else. So it might be like the symptom. Compartments. Alright, so we're actually gonna get all the rares this time. When a lot of supports don't work or are not as good as others, of course you're gonna do whatever you think is best. Yeah, I think they will eventually do this once they have all weapon types in the game. So do you think that they might lock supports for certain weapons? I feel like people wouldn't really like that. The build diversity thing, anytime they do something that seems to limit build diversity, it gets roasted. Like, everybody. Not talking about supports, I mean the skill gems. Ah, okay. Ah, I see what you're saying. So that would actually open up diversity, meaning... Alright, so let's go to that. So for instance, like Earth Shatter currently needs a one-handed mace, two-handed mace. Once Axe comes out, I can see Earth Shatter being tied to the Axe. Maybe a quarterstaff, you know? So you end up with more weapons you can use Earth Shatter on. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Two points. Alright. Where am I going with that? Was I going here? I don't know where I'm going. I don't want any Waystone stuff yet. Other than increased chance. It might be time to get the quantity. That's so low, though. I've already got all the tablet stuff, basically. Except for... Oh, that's not tablet stuff. Interesting. Let's go for more pack size and stuff. Let's just go for density. I'm just gonna fill this whole thing out. And I might go here and fill this out too. We're leveling. Alright. Yeah, some skills exclusive, but not all. Hopefully we get some new skills and new ascendancies. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Well, we're getting the Druid skills. And we're getting the Druid ascendancies, but I guess you're saying other ascendancies and maybe other skills. I don't foresee another weapon hitting. I think they saved the weapons for the classes that are associated with them. So I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of new skills other than the Druid skills, honestly. Hmm. 30%. Nothing else really good on that. Armor evasion is decent. I'll keep it, I guess. It's got 30%. Okay.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
Moment of the hunt. Wow, that's weird. I got compartments and hunt. I guess the special ones are dropping out of that map. So I wanted to save this, and then I guess this has two slots. Fine belt, okay. Alright. Let's do a T12. I did not actually pick up a T12 there. Actually, yes, I am looking forward to Templar as well. I love the Holy Knight archetype. Paladins, Templars.
Go on.
What else is there? Clerics. Even like a Holy Priest. I don't know. I really enjoy that for some reason. Alright. So I guess I gotta buy one.
Done.
Paladin is my jam. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, one of my favorite times in gaming ever was Burning Crusade, Paladin, Prot Paladin, and leveling as Prot. Like I would pull an entire area and they'd all just beat themselves to death on my shield with Reflect. It was God mode. It was so good. And then the dumbass rogue would try to jump me and he'd just kill himself on my shield, man. Alright. Best character ever in D&D was a paladin called Malkoreth. Nice. It would be great if they could get PoE 2 to a state where a healer archetype makes sense. Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't see that ever happening, though. How does PoE 1 group play, though? Hive. Canyon. Let's just travel out here. Increased rarity. I think we do magic monsters. Well, I'm going to hit the level, and I didn't try to increase my map. It kind of sucks. What do we have here? So I have 12s in the vendor, and I only have a 13. So yeah, there's no way we can actually push our map tier. This level, at least. PoE 1's group play is less than perfect. Okay. Sounds a lot better than PoE 2. How do you say the opposite of less than perfect? More than terrible? I don't know. Played PoE 1 for more than awful. That sounds less than perfect. Alright. I've played PoE 1 for a long time, and I'm hoping they will make big changes, but much is the same. Yeah. I don't see them making a ton of big changes to PoE 1 now that they have PoE 2 as a playground, you know? I don't think they upset the apple cart over there. And honestly, from what I've seen online, it kind of seems like the PoE 1 player base, they're kind of touchy. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that probably, but yeah, I feel like if GGG changed PoE 1 too much, man, there'd be an outcry. Right, what I mean is that I hope they make those changes in PoE 2. Yeah. So you're not concerned about PoE 1. It's kind of interesting. I wasn't ever a PoE 1 player, so I don't think I'll ever be able to really fully get into PoE 1 at this point because I love PoE 2 too much. But from the other direction, players who were PoE 1 players the whole time and who are now just fully all in on PoE 2, that's, I think, saying a lot. But, I mean, this game feels modern. Like, it just feels like the next step in ARPGs. That's what it feels like. I just feel like this game plays so well, even in early access. Alright, we're about to hit that level. I like that. Yeah, so for you guys in YouTube, how is the stream? Is it choppy or anything? Because I am getting terrible metrics on the Twitch side right now. I have not had this many dropped frames ever. Stream is great. Okay, that's strange. It's showing that I'm having a network connectivity issue. Dropping packets or something. Watch out. I loved Druid in World of Warcraft as well. I've spent a lot of time on the Druid. So yeah, I'm excited for the Druid. It is kind of interesting in this game how I don't have to play the Druid Ascendancies. I can still get a lot of the Druid flavor just from the skills. It's kind of... I don't know, it always kind of throws me off in this game still, even after all this time. Man. I'm hitting this. Should I go the deflection route? So we're at 51 now on evasion chance. Deflection at 25% or so. 26%. Not bad. I'm liking this build. Oh god, this guy with Abyss. That's annoying. He's a powerful map boss. Druid will be great, yeah. PoE 1 has its strengths, but it also has fundamental flaws, which I really hope they would address in PoE 2 with the idea of methodical combat. Yeah, I wonder, Angra, if you've tried No Rest for the Wicked. Because I've been looking at that game and wanting to try it out. It looks promising. Bit more methodical, I'd say. Alright, they have to have proximal. Come on out.
Barely broke a sweat.
This sucks. This dude's gonna have proximal. I do not want to be in there. I don't want to activate the boss with all of that going on. That's crazy. Come on out. Let's go. Come on. This is bullshit. Thank you. Don't want to go too far. Oh, shit. Thought he was doing the other one. Great. He's going to stab me in the throat. My shields are down. Take that, Tempest Crusher. Jerk. No! Alright, what else is going on in there? I haven't, but I've heard interesting things about it. Take a lot of time, yeah, to get me to... take a lot to get me to try a new game these days. You sound like me. You must be old. Alright. I'm both very optimistic and positive about PoE 2 and extremely critical of it at the same time, but only because I want it to be good, yeah. That's the thing about this game. People are really invested in it, and I'm starting to get more and more invested as I go along. I've got a lot of hours in this game. I've spent a lot of time playing it, trying to get good. It's really deep. It's hardcore. It's a hardcore game, in my opinion. You can say what you say, but I find that most players, or a lot of players, are going to find it to be difficult. It is not an easy game. And it's not a game that you can quickly master or anything. It takes a long time investment. Alright, is he electrocuted? This is the second boss that didn't do anything to me. I'm liking this. Oh god. That was scary. Getting there age-wise, yeah, me too. Unfortunately. Oh well. Time is going way too fast these days. I don't like it. The other day, I did a little project in the house. All right, so I swapped out light bulbs outside. And then the porch light bulb went out. And my wife let me know. And I'm like, bro, we just put those in. Like, where's the warranty or something? This light bulb can't go out that fast. I mean, we literally just put it in. And she was like, that was 3 years ago that you put that light bulb in. And I was looking at her, I was like, no way. No. So yeah, it kind of hit me. That was yesterday. And I honestly, I was kind of freaked out actually after that conversation because it seemed like yesterday, man. I swear it was like months ago, like 6 months. I don't know, man. That's crazy. All right. Concerned that they will make PoE 2 a little too easy. Yeah, I'm concerned about that too. I do not want them to go that route. That would suck. I would probably have to move on. If they Diablo-fy this thing, I'm out.
Go on.
Collect more otherworldly remnants.
Kind of glad I started playing PoE 2 on early access. I tried PoE 1. Hurts my brain. This game also hurts my brain, but I don't know. Not as much anymore. It still kind of hurts my brain sometimes. But yeah, PoE 1 I think hurts my brain even more. It's just there's so much in the game now. All of those leagues, all the mechanics. It's a hard sell to get into that these days if you haven't been playing it. Enfeeble, critical hit chance. No rarity on it. Someone turn the time dial up. Yeah, flying by too fast. I feel the same way. Difficult to get into for the first time. Yeah, they've added us a lot slowly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's hard for a new player to get into, but I've gotten into games. Well, yeah, I mean, EVE Online had been out for quite a while when I got into it, and that's got a steep learning curve, but I was younger when I got into that, so my brain was ticking a little faster.
If you must.
But kind of similar concept. It's a hard sell to get a new player into EVE Online and to actually stick it out. Alright, so Hive is done. I don't have any 12s that I can run. We did level. I need to get into 13s. I think we keep pushing. Any rarity here? I don't want... We're gonna do basic.
Go on. Quickly. In good
I don't
time.
like how he's talking to me.
Indeed.
PoE 1 has wonderful systems, has fundamental problems with how exponential scaling works, and the variance in player power make proper monster balance impossible. Yeah. I find group play, and especially, don't add PvP to this game, please. However, do I dare say it? They have a lot on their plate, and so yeah, I'm not going to say it probably. I want them to focus on Path of Exile, but if they really wanted to dive into PvP, a GGG MOBA, I feel like they could pull that off. I would play that. Do I go down here? Epitaph. That has the monkey, I believe. Sun Temple sucks. Augury, Mesa. I think I do go down there. So we'll do Augury. Arena-based PvP would be cool. Something like WoW. Yeah. I don't know. Anytime not in the same game, honestly, because when you have a game that's completely balanced around PvE, and especially an ARPG with the way it scales with the enemies and how you can scale in this game, I don't think that works out too well. If players are able to sustain their life, regen life to a point where they regenerate instantly, then the only way to create a threat to players is by one shot. Yeah. The one shot. That's a hard balance thing for me. I'm not smart enough to understand how to really make that work. But yeah, I guess if you have a lot of sustain and you're able to, like you said, take a beating, one shots are the risk. They have to have risk in the game. There's got to be consequences and difficulty. So I feel like the one shot is the easy way out of it, though. It's kind of the easy button. Like, yeah, these abilities just crush anybody. If you get hit by this, you're dead. Point blank, easy enough. Scale it to 1,000. Versus what it would take to balance the game to the point where it's more methodical and it's more about getting overrun, getting out of position, running out of resources or something like that. I don't know. Or hits are a lot harder to evade, but so you're getting hit more often, but they're doing less damage. I kind of feel like that's probably how No Rest for the Wicked is. Ah! No! Almost got hit. I think those came out while he was stunned still. I wasn't really expecting that. Attrition based, yeah, that makes sense. That's a very clean way to say that. That's my hope for PoE 2, attrition-based combat. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if that's where they're trying to get. I don't know, though. I feel like they like the one-shot. Because, again, one, it's fun. It creates... I mean, let's be honest. The monkey one-shots, I mean, it creates the clips and the hype, or whatever you want to call it. It's flashy. And it's easy. Ow. The light stunning in this game, I don't like it. Here's a couple things I don't like. I don't like being stunned in a game like this. I feel like it's kind of cheap. If it happens, it's got to be like a stun bar that you can somehow manage and there's some sort of play or skill involved versus stats that you just have to cover if you want. I don't know. And then the collision and the map, how the map will essentially kill you a lot of times. I don't like that. It gets frustrating. Again, alright, so, yeah, the map. So the map is another kind of cheap way to handle risk and death. if you ask me. It's like, yeah, normally this would not be dangerous. However, we have all these little things that the player's not going to really be able to see. The character will stub his toe and get swarmed by 50 mobs, where if the little rock wasn't there, would have never been an issue whatsoever. It's kind of a cheap way to handle it, in my opinion. You're right, if we extrapolate the idea of must one-shot the player to kill them, then the evolution of that idea is surprise deaths. Yeah, exactly. Like this map, it's made to jump you, which I guess I mean, I don't know. Again, I want the game to be hard. I don't want it to be a cakewalk or easy even, you know. But I have had moments where I'm like, come on, man. And here's one thing for sure. White monsters that have a one-shot ability, and I'm thinking specifically the ones with the blood tentacles that go into the ground and then whip around and just kill you. That should not be a thing. Like a white monster, if you're in your level, you're in an area where you should be, as far as difficulty. That should not just rip you to shreds. That's bad. Researchers. I'm gonna slam. Oh, watch out, watch out. I'm gonna slam this thing. Oh, come on. Give me the quantity. That sucks. What did I get, though? An additional rune and an ultimatum. Better be a good rune. GG basically took the old hide things to catch players unawares. Yeah, ground mechanics. Instead of actually trying to do something to challenge the players. The vast majority of deaths are unfair and unseen. Yeah, I wonder... I do wonder if that shifts, if it's just kind of placeholder mentality for them. I would like to see the attrition become more of a thing. Alright, so I need to hit this, and I think I missed one. Or no. That's the beginning. Placeholder, yeah, exactly. I mean, it is early access still, but I tell you what, man, I've played a lot of, not a lot, but recently for some reason, and maybe it's just the way games are being released, I've played quite a bit of early access games in the last couple years. This is by far and away the best polished early access game that I've played. Way better than the rest that I've played. I don't feel nearly as much a guinea pig in this game as I did in the other ones. It was clear, like you felt it. You were being used. I don't feel like I'm being used. I feel like there's a mutual understanding here. Don't spend much time criticizing bad games I don't like. Yeah. Don't spend much time. Yeah, exactly. You just don't play them, right? Is that what you do? That sounds kind of healthy. like, I don't know. I've never been the type to go on and leave scathing reviews, even when things are bad. However, and I don't know how much I really rely on those. Like, a lot of times if I see a scathing review, I don't really trust it anyways. Depending on the rest of the reviews, I guess. I don't disagree with you. PoE 2 is a great game, but it also has glaring problems, and I want this game to be the best ARPG it can be. Yeah. I think right now, honestly, again, early access, I feel like it is the best it can be today, but it is far away from what it will be in the future and even the like near future. I just see it getting better and better. And I don't see GGG misstepping to the point where they can't recover. We saw a little bit of a misstep in 02, but I feel like they recovered pretty quickly. They immediately started going in the right direction. There was a lot of urgency behind it. A lot of good signs, in my opinion. Listening to the community, but not like succumbing to the community either. There was a lot of suggestions and this and that. They held on to towers for a long time. Movement speed, they introduced sprint, which I don't think anybody was anticipating that whatsoever. So they took a problem that the community was, talking about, and then they introduced something that nobody was talking about. And I thought that was, like, pretty smart. Like, that's when I started to get pretty impressed with them, actually. So, yeah, that's kind of weird how in 02, in some of the darkest days of early access Path of Exile 2, that's when I really started to come around for GGG, actually. Game is a lot better now since 02, yes, for sure. I definitely agree with that. Alright. I'm standing in fire. I want to regain my shields. No, that's my area to stand in. I hate it when they do that. I have to stand in this. Alright. So that was a T12 radiated level 77 powerful, I think. And that was a bit of a fight.
Stay light, stay alive.
All right. What are we doing here? Let's do that. I don't know why I'm even picking up gear. End of the season, or end of the league. If it's not for this character, I probably don't need it. Yeah, GGG, listens to the community. I think the saying goes, before the car, if you had asked people what they wanted. Yeah, exactly, right? Solving a problem you don't even know you have. That's good business. Or a good business idea, I guess. How do I need to solve a problem that you guys don't know you have. I need to think about that. All right, I have one actually. I want like this is a pretty dumb idea because it probably already exists and you can probably just buy something that fits the bill. But in hardcore, my hands tend to get sweaty if I'm in a high stress situation. I want like a bowling alley air thing for the desk. Like that you can just put your hands over and kind of do the bowling alley thing before you fight a boss. Yeah, I'm gonna make that. You didn't know you had that problem.
Collect more otherworldly things.
Yeah. All right, let's drop this. Oh, yeah. Get rid of that one. What was that? Sweet. Okay, let's run another one. What are we at, though? So, Sun Temple, Powerful, and then No, I'm pretty sure this is Monkey. Sandspit. That's the Shark. I don't remember what Bastille is. Argery. I think this is our target for a T14 if I can get one. Well, so I would have to run a... Okay, yeah. So I run a T13 here in the Sun Temple, which is dangerous. This map really sucks, but yeah, let's try it. Let's see if we have a 13. There we go. Movement speed, curse, critical hit chance. Kind of like... I'd rather do this one, I think. So that's our 13. Which hopefully the boss then gives us a 14 that we can run. And we unlock 13s. Let's take this out. Whoops. Alright, let's see what happens. Remember they made a fan on controllers. Yeah, I think you're not the only person who told me that. I think the game is better since O2 in some ways, but I'm concerned with the reduction of difficulty and the direction of gameplay toward the one-shot zoom meta, yeah. Yeah, that's true. The zoom, that was a point of discussion in this, early in this league that I haven't really seen or heard recently, but yeah, it's gotten zoomy. And the thing about that is I feel like it's kind of one of those things that as it creeps in that direction, it's like we've already kind of forgotten how slow it was prior to that. And now this is the new norm and nobody's talking about it. So it's one of those situations where I feel like it could easily creep up on us, you know? All of a sudden the game's fast as hell. Yeah, I like the slowness of the game versus when I'm in POE 1. I don't like that as much. What are you doing? Okay, he's dying. Dying slowly. Alright. Got one of these things. Oh god! I don't want to talk to you. I really don't like that, how it makes you stop. That is death. I think that's another cheap way to kill people. Alright. Power creep, yeah, basically. Yeah, it is a form of power creep. Moving fast is power in this game. It's super important. And that's another topic, is the movement speed meta and how, you know, boots. It's like the rolling and crafting of boots and movement speed modifier is kind of ridiculous. And plus to skill levels. Those are areas I think that need some change or something. Alright, where are we going? Hexproof. Increased items found excavated. Let's do that one first. I think I move up here. I need chests if I'm gonna do that one. Okay, there's a chest down here and there's one right here. Can barely get that one. Okay. And this one. No, stay away from that. Okay. Gas grenade. Love it. What's going on? That took forever. Oh god. Alright, they're not dead. I'm in a dead end too. These guys get crazy. Thought I saw one. Oh, that's one ability I don't want to get hit by. Watch out. There we go. All right, let's catch up a little bit. Slow burns. I love and appreciate music more via vinyl and CD than streaming. It's as if the investment of preparing the physical media makes the music more fulfilling. Yes, I think you're onto something. I've sometimes thought about doing vinyl, but the investment part of that is where I stop. But man, that sounds awesome. I'd like to just chill. I mean, when's the last time you just sat in a room and listened to music from a physical device? I guess Flying Feather probably yesterday. You're right. The plus skill levels and movement speed modifiers are mandatory modifiers. Yeah. Worthless without. If enemies were balanced around slow, methodical combat and maps, be fine, but they increase to enemy damage, defenses, and numbers of enemies. Yeah, and that's where I have that's where I'm not smart enough to figure this out, and why I want to play No Rest for the Wicked, because an ARPG to me is about density and that chaos and becoming super OP and being able to delete screens. Like, that's part of the ARPG experience. Versus if you get too slow and too methodical, you can't clear a screen. You don't want density. It's like, so No Rest for the Wicked. The fights I was watching, it's like 2 monsters, 3 monsters. You go in and you fight. You go in and it's like just these fights that are set up. Seems interesting. Completely different than what I'm used to. I hate when this happens. The loot is like weird. What is it? Something's glowing here, but I have no idea. This one, okay.
That would only slow me down.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm good here. Could pick up the crossbows, I guess. Why am I picking these up, honestly? End of league, I just need to get over it. Okay. Campaign is perfect for the combat. Yeah. Yeah, the S tier campaign I think is S tier. It is one of the coolest gaming experiences I've ever had, is playing this campaign for the first time. Honestly. That's saying a lot. I've been gaming a long time. I think in order to fix the monster balance, they first have to deal with the player sustain aspect. Yeah, probably right. Just having the option or the build decision to go tanky and actually be tanky, I think would be pretty cool. That's one thing that kind of really did bother me in 01 when I played this game. I was like, dang, I want to be a warrior who can stand in the thick of shit, take an absolute ass beating, and get away with it. Yeah, maybe I don't kill everything as fast, but I can make mistakes, stand there, and brush it off, you know? That's kind of missing. especially like in the campaign. Nowadays, people are kind of breaking defensives a little bit. The energy shield balance, that's an issue. The defensive balance. Love Imagine by John Lennon, but I realized as an adult it's fundamentally a song about communism, which is so funny. I don't know. I don't know that song. I listened to the Beatles, but I've never delved into John Lennon's solo stuff. 04 endgame patch will introduce a better balance that will match campaign more closely. That'd be pretty awesome. But again, at this point in the game, in early access, man, you start making those big moves, you're gonna split the community in two. I'm not doing that. Screw that. So I have enough regen, it looks like, for the fire. But I'm missing my shield, which is a big part of my defense. Yeah, perfect time to split the community in two now. It's early access. The game could be completely different at release than what we see today. And, I mean, who knows what their game plan is? Like, was their game plan all along to try something... Like, were they trying plan B all along, and then all of a sudden they hit us with plan A? Like, alright, well, it didn't work. Experiment over. Here you go. This is the real game. Whoa. What? Should I Val that? That's going to be a very dangerous fight. It's right in the fire. It's around 2 Abyss. Jeez. That's scary, guys. I'm gonna I have to regen my shields, at least. I'm gonna Val that thing, too. We're just gonna roll with it. Is AI ruining media? Man, that's a hot topic. My point of view is that us humans are naturally going to gravitate towards things that are not AI, probably in the arts. So I don't feel like it's gonna ruin it. I don't listen to AI music on YouTube. If I see it, I kind of just switch off. If I'm into arts, which I'm not really into arts, I'm going to gravitate towards artists. So I've got graphics on my YouTube channel. I didn't use AI for that. I contacted a human artist, worked with them, communicated with them, and got what I wanted. What do we have here? Perfects. It's too hard. The fire, man. This is going to be brutal, guys. This could be it, man. I'm going to do this. So I want essences. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. All right, let's just back off. Hopefully he just dies. There he goes. Cool. Didn't have to worry about him. Gas grenade. Oh, God. Oh, God. That scared the shit out of me. Can't see. It's too much loot.
Barely broke a sweat.
All right. The visibility here is freaking me out. This could be the end. Oh, my God. I need to clear my bags out. This is getting a little frustrating here. What is this? Wow. Not good enough. Okay. Probably not their intention. I think what happened is they reacted to feedback from a player base that had expectations based on PoE 1. Yeah. And that's another kind of fear of mine, is too much catering to the PoE 1 mob. This isn't PoE 1. If you want PoE 1, go play PoE 1. That's my opinion. That's why they have 2 games. They should be different. Okay. I don't even care what that loot was. I need to get the hell out of that area. I'm tired of it. Okay. I can't at all times differentiate between IRL and AI when it comes to graphics. The only thing that gives it away is the unbelievable things filmed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it either, really. I find it creepy, actually. And I find AI altogether to be, it's interesting, but it is kind of creepy, man. You know, there's already been like studies or tests, and AI essentially tried to kill a person. To prevent being shut down. That's freaky. I don't like that at all. It's Pandora's box, and there's no way, like, with the world, once something comes out, it's out. You can't do anything about it. That's the problem. I'm just hoping for data, honestly. Like, Star Trek. They seem to figure it out. Yeah, so Angra sees it the same way for PoE 1 versus PoE 2. Even coming as a decade vet. I mean, why wouldn't you want 2 very different games? Like, let's say you like both of them, which I do. I think PoE 1 is a fun game. I just don't like it as much. Like, I really, really like this one. But I love the fact that my stash transfers over. It's like I have 2 very good games, and they're on a cadence that every 2 months I'm getting content. I mean, I'm in heaven, dude. That is really awesome. So I don't want them to get too similar, because I'd rather have the option to go play something different after one league gets stale. Let's say you have a bad league in one game. It's like, all right, well, in about a month from now or so, I'm going to get another league in a different game. Maybe that'll be fun. Got our researchers here. Got the rarity and quantity already. Doom Trap. I don't like the sounds of that. Crap, I forgot to clear over here. AI has a will to exist. We have Hal in our midst, and that's not a good thing. Imagine, too, the problem in court cases. Everyone can say a CCTV is AI. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of issues to work through, that's for sure. And hopefully one of those issues isn't Skynet, you know? That'd be a tough issue to work through, I think. I don't want to see that. Alright, I actually like to be close to him. Unless he's doing... Okay, yeah, I want to be kind of close. Unless he's doing this. Okay. I am not a Space Odyssey person. I do get the reference. It's popular enough that I do, but it's not my... Maybe I just need to try it out. I need to try it out, but maybe I could get down with that. Because I was going to say that's not really my typical sense of humor. But over the last 5 years or so, I ended up getting into Doctor Who, which really I would not expect to get into Doctor Who for me. I'm more dry sense of humor. Grew up on Seinfeld, basically, so... I don't know. But yeah, I probably just don't know enough about it to really give a take. I probably just need to try it out. But Doctor Who was funny because my wife was watching it and I would go into the living room and I'd kind of like look at what she's watching. I guess we're chatting. I should use my chatting screen, but yeah. And I'm looking and I'm like, this is kind of dumb. Like, what are you watching over here, Doctor Who? I'd never even heard of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll be gaming or something. Eventually, she forced me to watch 3 episodes in a row. She's like, watch 3 episodes. Just do it. You have to. I'm like, God dang it. Ugh. So I watched them. And then after the 3rd episode, I was hooked. And I watched like the whole season. Went back and saw a different doctor. Went forward. So yeah, I enjoyed Doctor Who somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, you can add me in game. You can also join the guild if anybody's interested. Join the Discord. Discord is in my channel and this VOD details, I believe. But just say, hey, I want to join the guild, and then you're in the guild. Let's see here. Where are the details? I just wanted to make sure. There we go. Yes. No, it's not in the details. Damn it. If you I'm going to do it myself, but exclamation... Yeah, you're in a guild, no worries. My guild is not that good anyways. I love my guild, I love my guild mates, but it's not like a very active guild is what I'm trying to say. There. Just doing this since I mentioned it and I forgot to put it in my VOD. Details. Unite the clans, yeah. Is there such thing as... There's not clans in this game, is there? That'd be interesting, but yeah. I never even thought of clans in this game. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really been in a guild in an ARPG. I never really saw the appeal of being in a guild. And so far, mainly for me, the appeal seems to be more in Discord and just the social aspect of discussing the game and getting excited, sharing loot. But mainly that all happens in Discord. Group play in this game needs work. It's not that great. Shared stash, I guess, is pretty cool. It helps a little bit. All right. Guess that's it. A lot of essences there. That's pretty nice. So now, I didn't see it. Okay, wow. Let's roll this. Finally, a ritual. I don't like to do ritual. It's too rippy for me right now. And it didn't roll that well anyways, so... Okay. So, did I get what I needed? A T13? That's odd. Oh no. I think I ran that 13. I needed the 14. Extra fire, less cooldown recovery rate. That's going to be pretty bad. We're going to try it out anyways. It's time to start pushing since it's in the league. If we die, I just get into the league start, planning, theory craft, and practice, so not a big deal. I would like to get higher level though. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to have my character name. Yes, that's right. Gas Hammer in this league right now. Very creative. I would never be able to write a book. There we go. Thanks. Yeah, I'm on hardcore right now. This is a private league that I joined. Some streamers. So Timmy P, he's a hardcore streamer. Put on the league, last league and this league. And there's a lot of players in here, man. This is kind of a competitive group. I did not expect that. I kind of expected a bunch of people to just like try out hardcore and die a lot, but I'm going to pull up. Actually, yeah, I think I can do that through another exclamation command here. THC League. So his name is Timmy. So Timmy Hardcore? Maybe that's what THC means? I don't know. Oh, you were going to give me something or something? I do have a softcore 95 gemling. What happened? It's not giving me the command, unfortunately. Maybe it's just lagging. I'm going to try it in Twitch instead. THC League. There we go. So let's see what's going on in the league here. So it ends. I am paused, right? Thank God. It ends in 14 days. So I have 14 days to hit level 98, apparently. But yeah, the top 10, to be in the top 10, you have to hit 95 and likely 96, actually. That is competitive as hell. They are still going. And then in order to hit the top 100, you got to be level 79. And there's about 300 players in this league. And I guess I'm probably around here somewhere. I got a late start and wasn't really focused on it and kept bouncing back between softcore and hardcore. But here we are. We made it to 72 on the ladder. Doing all right. We're above Galaxy. I have seen him in chat in Timmy P's channel. He seems very knowledgeable. Oh, this is just one of his characters. He's probably way up there now. Who else are we above, actually? Okay, another Galaxy player or character. Timmy. We beat one of his characters. Who else? I haven't really looked at this. Okay. That's about all I know, really. Is there anybody coming up that we can pass? Got to get competitive here. Another Timmy character. Ever seen level 90 we're coming up on. I like watching him. He's cool. And then we got Loopy TTV, level 91. We could pass that probably. Maybe. Let's knock on wood. All right. Cool. What was I going to say? I forgot. Let's get back to it. So I heard from many people how awful the warrior was since launch, so I figured I would try one, wing the build, see what happens. One of my favorite characters so far. Congratulations. I winged a warrior recently and hit a brick wall in the cemetery, so there are wrong ways to play the warrior, apparently. I did not know what I was doing. But, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. For this league, this is our league start character. That's what I'm really proud about on this guy. And it's only my second attempt through the campaign in 0.3, meaning we had one death in Act 4 and in Interludes, which I am gonna die a happy hardcore player just because of that. No matter what happens, because I did not expect to be able to do that, honestly. I thought I was gonna hit the 04 or the Act 4 interlude wall for like 5 characters or something like that. That's what I was anticipating. But yeah, my 04 start, or no, my 03 start, league start, I started hardcore and we went blind into Act 4. And I kind of died like right in the middle of my Act 4. And it wasn't the greatest death. Like I could have kept going, but I probably would have died like soon after that. But it was a good time. Had some really fun first time boss fights. I beat the trial boss, the new monkey, blind in hardcore, somehow. I cannot believe that happened, because I had no idea what the hell was happening. I got lucky as hell. I didn't even have that strong a damage. I wasn't a lightning arrow or anything. I was at that time I was trying to do armor break with crossbow. It wasn't that great. Oh god, this is not good. Alright. You can look at that, I guess. If we roll really well, we could get rid of some levels. We'd have to roll really good, though. Gas grenade scales pretty good on the levels, honestly. You get a lot of benefit. So your warrior feels almost unkillable, and the clear is okay, yeah. That's about what I see when I see streamers playing the warrior. Timmy P, like, there's a lot of people in this hardcore league that love the warrior. The warrior is very popular with this private league. And yeah, it's like they seem very beefy, but... And again, that's what I wanted to do when I first started playing the game, but ever since leaving that idea, I haven't revisited it. Curious, did you go heavy into armor and elemental mitigation? Like, it seems to me that you have to stack an absolute shit ton for it to feel great, but once you get to that point, it feels great, is what I understand. Didn't find the monkey that hard, but you know what? It was a crazy fight for me. Lithara, the spear woman in the interludes. Yeah, okay. So the Viper boss, but without the poison army. Crap. Nope. I didn't get him. Crap. This is bad. This is not how I want to... Oh, God. Don't get hit by that. Don't stand in that. Is he dead yet? Jeez. Hey. He was pissed off, man. Good balance of defense went for and offense. As much armor applies to Ella as possible. Yeah, all my skills have the ancestrally boosted support. Nice. Nice. Hey, when players are running the elemental mitigation to the max, are they also capping out their elemental resistances? What's the meta there? I was curious about that when I was messing around with it. Yeah, resistance apply after the armor mitigation. Okay, and so players are maxing it out. Interesting. Tell you with deflection, yeah, it turns out to be fine. I was just gonna say, the more they add, as in regards to affixes like that, the more tight your gear modifiers become, and the more decision making. You know, it's like when I saw the elemental mitigation, it was like, damn, that takes away a suffix. It's kind of brutal sometimes. Yeah, that's one area of the game that I really enjoy, and I think it's one of the reasons why this game has such great replayability for me, is the fact that GGG and the way they designed it, you're forced to make difficult decisions that matter, and you have a lot of agency over your character and the direction, I guess. So it's like your decisions matter a lot in this game, in my opinion. And it maybe not necessarily like right then and there, but all of your little decisions over the course of your campaign and your end game add up to mean either success or not, which I find pretty cool. And also to the point where it's like you can't just follow a build guide. If you follow a Diablo 4 or 3 build guide, it is very easy to follow that guide and just like autopilot, have it on your monitor. You know, okay, I got a level. Okay. Oh, what gear do I need? The green ones everywhere. Okay. And that's it. But in this game, I don't think you can really follow a guide like that. You kind of have to know, even if you're following a guide, you have to kind of know what you're doing as well, to a point. Yeah, a lot of intuition. I like that. Yeah, like when I was in League Start with my Gemling, I was actually a witch hunter at first because I was trying to break the set points, and I was trying to do armor break shenanigans, but I decided to use persistent ground on my gas grenade in order to break armor in packs and then shoot a multi-shot high velocity round or something like that to finish everything off. But what I started seeing, and this was like Act 3 or Act 4, maybe Act 4 and Interludes, I started seeing gas grenade just start to melt things, and I'm like, wait a second. Why am I doing all this shit? Like, I'm switching into all these ammos. I'm gonna have to take a look at gas grenades, so that's what I ended up doing. Eventually. And then I switched over to Gemling because I couldn't figure out how to break the Witch Hunter. So yeah, my 03 League start was kind of rocky at first, actually. But we got there, and now I don't think very many players are running a Gemling gas grenade like I'm running it. I look on POE Ninja, and it's not really there. Crossbows are sleeper OP. They are OP. I love crossbows. Gas grenade melts, but it has no real forward momentum. Yeah, it has its weaknesses, that's for sure. Oh, my .3 League starter gas grenade to deep end game, but I got annoyed waiting for the gas grenade to explode. Yes, I can see that. Welcome to chat, Danger Dan. That's it's nice to hear a fellow gas grenade user though. You're like the only one I know, other than I know Dreamcore has a Pathfinder gas grenade build, but he doesn't come in my chat very often. Can I see your support gem stack? Yeah, sure. Let's see here. So I'm using persistent ground, escalating poison, deadly poison, multi-shot, and inevitable critical right now. Then we got voltaic. So I've got the weapon swap with voltaic in order to get a 50% or so shock and some electrocute. And then I was running blasphemy with despair, but I picked up a chess piece and had to go with despair, withering presence, and then we got wind dancer, ghost dance. Toxic Domain, I like the idea of it, but I hate standing in the center of it. This is one of the most annoying things about the build, in my opinion, is Toxic Domain. I hate standing in this. And I don't use it that often, so I'm losing out. Oh, and I still have a hard time using my artillery ballista. Yeah, getting very high crit damage, not necessarily crit chance. Yes. Yeah, the thing about this build, and I know you already know this since you went into deep end game, but for anybody interested in running gas grenade, I think this is a sleeper starter. I think the starter's strong, and I don't think it gets messed with really. So I have it on my radar as a starter. But you're laying down okay, if you have multi-shot, added grenades or whatever, let's say you've got 4 grenades hitting. When it explodes, it is either going to crit or not crit. If it crits, the gas cloud will apply poison based on that original hit to include the crit. And you're stacking, in this case, 8 poisons on a mob. And the game, like, actually you're stacking a shit ton of poisons on the mob, and it's happening like every 1 point something seconds. But the game will pick the highest damage poisons to roll the damage, right? So if you crit a few times, now I'm spamming like that many. If I crit 3 times out of that, then that's 3 poisons that are being applied every 1 point something seconds that are critted. So those are going to be the highest damage poisons. This stacks up to 8 poisons that is applying the damage. So that's why you don't need much crit chance for this build. Whereas most builds, if you go into crit, you really do need a shit ton of crit chance. But I'm running with inevitable critical 33%. So 4 times 3 is 12 grenades. I'm not going to do the rest of the math, but it's not that bad. My odds are pretty good. That's all I know. Yeah. Yep, okay. I'm catching up on chat. I think build guides can be nice to look at, experiment a bit. Yeah. I typically look at POE Ninja mostly to get a gauge first. I have really not looked at a whole lot of guides. I will say I did watch Dreamcore's videos on the Pathfinder. I was looking for persistent ground information when I found what he was up to, because I was getting into gas grenade and I was like, I couldn't tell if persistent ground prevented the gas cloud from exploding from fire. Like, I know it wouldn't go away, but was the explosion benefiting from the gas cloud anymore? It was hard to tell based on the verbiage, and so I had to do research there. So that's when I found those videos, which are very good. If you plan to do any sort of gas cloud next league, I recommend watching those videos from Dreamcore. I have a couple videos out when I was doing some theory crafting, but they're not nearly as good. But they're more focused on the gemling. All right. Yeah, I'll miss out on actually learning the game too. I don't know why I keep doing it when it's kind of a bad thing to do. Oh, Caleb, you're looking at builds. It's not a bad thing to do. I don't knock anybody for looking at builds. It's just, how much time do you have to spend in a game? How much brain power do you want to use? It's just a decision. Just like the decision to either play this game or play a different game, in my opinion. You then decide how to play the game. But I will say, for me, that theory craft side of things, path of building, it's like a whole nother, it's a door that opens up and it's like a whole nother game just sitting there ready for you. Wish I could say I haven't played Gas Grenade yet. Not many people have. I have a hot take for you. 04 to narrow down a build to play to generate wealth early league. Uh-oh. All right, I'm game. I like to hear this. Angra loves Dreamcore's videos, though. Yes, me too. I think they're very good. I like that they're kind of deeper topics, you know? It's not your just usual run-of-the-mill content that gets kind of recycled. And sadly, that's probably more a description of my channel right now, honestly. But I'm trying to kind of peel back the onion a little bit as I go. But I don't have a whole lot of time in the world either. I'm super busy. This is all just like a fun thing I do. Let's see. So, Danger Dan, I think that a gold farming strat will be incredibly powerful early game. Being able to turn X into divs and vice versa will let you arbitrage as soon as you hit end game. Interesting. Yeah, I have not looked into arbitrage at all. I've not really tried. I did like one arbitrage thing this league, and it was very simple, very like easy. And it did work, but it was just basic. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, the arbitrage in the market, usually in these games when there is a market and there's a way to arbitrage, that is the way to get rich. I've not gotten to that point yet where I'm super gung-ho to get rich. But that's interesting because, yeah, now gold is a limiting factor for the market and for the currency exchange, especially in the early game in the league start. I remember having issues trying to just buy a piece of gear. It is an issue. So yeah, that's interesting. Money strat this league was 100% gold find plus gold find on tablets, getting me 200 to 400k gold per garbage T1415. I can turn that into 310 divs per 1 mil. It's the idea of gold rush. Yeah, nice. Interesting. People have worked out that you can make gold from your hideout just by buying expedition currency. Then Raj craft sell. Interesting. I did not know that. One thing about me doing all of this, for anybody who's new to the channel. Hey, Sim Recording. Welcome. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good stream. Let us know what you were playing. We were playing Path of Exile 2 once again, as usual. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, I spend a lot of time doing this, and it takes me, like, I'm married, I have kids, I've got a dog, I have a job, so this stretches me pretty thin. So I am about the least connected and, I don't know how you would put it. My head is under a rock a lot of times, so there's a lot of things I don't know because I'm not watching the videos, I'm not following Reddit as much as I should be. But it makes it interesting for me because I like that discovery aspect. I started the game by playing a blind hardcore solo self-found run in 01. And it took me all of 01 and 19 characters to actually complete that. And I avoided all content the entire time. So I do enjoy blind. I think it's a really fun way to play the game. Medalist, what's up? Hey, I heard you got some songs out. I know that I've been distant, but I think that's awesome, and I just hope you keep at it. I kept on meaning to respond to you, and I just sadly, I don't know, man. You know how it gets sometimes. Yeah, we got some streamers in Twitch after the raid. We've got Sims Recording and Medalist Games. They do a variety of things. So if you're into variety content, check them out.
Too weak, too slow.
Sims Recordings playing Thrillville off the rails. Never even heard of it. That's the other thing. If I want to see a new game that I've never heard of, I know where to go. You guys play a lot of different games.
Stay alive.
Yeah, I am multi-streaming in Twitch and in YouTube. The chat should be on the screen for you if you're trying to catch up, but it's just part of the system, I guess. But we're having a good night. We've got some news in Path of Exile 2, so POE 2 players are all hyped up. I'm hyped up. Let me catch up on chat real quick. We had gold strat. Let's see. Okay. Angra says that's okay. This is POE. Nobody fully knows what's going on. That is true. As a matter of fact, dude. All right, guys. I love this because, like, a lot of times I've been roasted many times in chat for not knowing things, which is fun. I find it funny. I'm a good sport about it, but it does kind of suck sometimes because you're like, oh shit. Well, anyways, I was watching a streamer that's pretty popular, and somebody mentioned Witch Hunter. Yeah, they mentioned Witch Hunter. Pretty sure it was Witch Hunter, but anyways, the streamer did not know what Witch Hunter was in the game, so they didn't know an entire ascendancy. You can imagine chat. There was hundreds of people in this chat. It went berserk. And I was laughing my ass off. Because I was like, God, I'm so glad I'm not the only streamer who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. I'm not saying he doesn't. That's like in a joking manner, right? I think he's really... I watch him because he knows what he's doing in many regards. And he's entertaining, so... God damn. I don't want to get hit by that. PS2? Oh my god. I haven't seen a PS2 in ages. Are you literally on an actual PS2? Streaming it? That is crazy. I was actually thinking about a PS2 because I was remembering, or we were talking about Final Fantasy games. And I was remembering that Final Fantasy X released like right when PS2 released. And it was like the first Final Fantasy game on the next gen system. And the graphics were all like crazy good back then. Back in the old days.
Stay light. Stay alive.
I guess I'll pick those up. Oh no, I'm out. So we've got the elemental thing here. Armor evasion, no thanks. People ported it to PC, okay. Chat must have been boring knowing everything about PoE and didn't have to learn themselves. Yeah, that's the thing. When I get roasted, you know, one thing I would get roasted about in this game is skipping bosses, and that's something that people roast hardcore players about, like skipping a boss. And my question was always, do you play hardcore? And the answer was always no. And I'm like, eh. And why are you telling me not to skip? Like, what do you know about not skipping in hardcore?
Got no pack space for that.
Alright. What do I do here? But no, my chat, like, playing this game live and having chat helped me a ton. Learning this game, I mean, it was ridiculous. And I probably wouldn't have been able to clear that hardcore blind challenge. It was blind, but the rule was I could take tips from video comments, and I could take chat, because I can't like just ignore chat and comments, right? But that whole challenge is on my channel. I compiled the entire series into one video, if you are interested in a long ass video. Alright, I don't feel like picking all this crap up, to be honest. Let's go.
No wonder you were locked away.
People love to dictate, gatekeep the correct way to play. Yeah. Air of authority. Man, you are like a very down-to-earth POE 1 player. Veteran. You're not even a bitter vet. That's pretty awesome. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, but it's funny because it's one of those things. It's like the most vocal people usually have a strong opinion. And in this game, that usually means a specific way to play or think about the game. Unfortunately. Did I do what I need to do? I've gone around the whole thing. Probably missed one. Let's see. Alright, Sims, thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the raid. Have a good night. So I did do what I need to do. Damage is pretty damn good. This is the 13. This is the highest tier map that I've ran. It's also juiced up a little bit. And seemed to go pretty well. There we go. Dunsky's. I like how he dies. Alright. Another map down. Doing pretty well here. Okay. I don't like how Doriani... I am calling it, like I've been calling it the last week or so. We're going to fight Doriani again. I guarantee you. He's going to double cross us in some way. Spoiler alert. So there's a 4 trial level 78. It's probably time to get the 4th ascendancy. Probably do that next stream, I think. I like to do that earlier in a stream when I'm not as tired. Oh, we got a collarbone. Or no, vertebrae. Damn it. Why? I cannot get collarbones and ribs. Hold on to that. Okay.
Hello. What do you need?
Oh, prediction. Yes, I don't know how streamers deal with chat that do stuff like that. I could never be a streamer. I never thought I could be either, actually. You get used to it. You get better over time, just like anything else. You're not going to jump in and just be good at it, I don't think. So I just continue to accept the fact that I'm learning and trying to get better. And I do watch some VODs from time to time, just to, like, okay, let's see, was I engaging or whatever? Would I watch this? I watch myself in 2.0 speed, so 2 times speed. And it's actually interesting because it feels like I don't actually listen to it mainly, and then I'll like watch if there's something funny or something going on. But listening to myself in 2 times speed is like listening to a different streamer, actually. And I kind of have a slower pace in my speech. So 2.0 is actually, it almost sounds normal or something. Like it's not bad. It's actually kind of good. I was like, damn, maybe I should try talking a little faster or something.
Take our gold and go.
All right. Okay.
Collect more.
Yeah, hopefully I'm going to keep at it because I enjoy doing it. The problem with me is time, and in order to kind of grow the channel, I've got to do the videos, but I like the streaming more. So that's the battle I deal with. But I continue to upload the videos. I need to get a lot better at that, I think, in order to do anything with this channel at this point.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
All right, so we got the scrolls. What else? I lost my vowels. And these somehow. We need to split these in case the inevitable happens. I don't know where they go. There. I wonder if Zana will make an appearance. I don't know if you know who Zana is. Not really. I heard about her. I think she made a reappearance in Mercenaries, is my understanding. Too much stress. Miss me with that. The Hooded One and Alva are returning characters from POE 1, yeah, but they are doing some interesting stuff with the timeline and the Val time travel device. Yeah, not a lore person, but I've heard things. Yeah, exactly. I'm not a lore person either. Kitten Cat Noodle? I follow. I need to make sure I get her name right, but I've watched her videos on lore. They are good. And it allows players like me and maybe you to catch up on all that stuff while you game, so you don't have to do it yourself. And it's in the background, and then you can kind of pause and like, oh shit. And she was saying things, and I'm like, no way. Like, there's no way. This whole time, that's what was going on? I had no idea. I just thought that we were pissed off. Like, we're about to be hung. We escape. I thought we were on a vengeance. Like, it was like, we're going to kill everything. I just thought that the world had monsters in it. It was just a world with monsters. Like, what? But no, there's corruption. Like, that's how bad I am at the lore. I think I'm way worse than you, probably. I am terrible. I don't read anything. All right. So we got the 13. No, wait. So what did I do? I ran a 13. Son of a bitch. That damn boss did not drop a T14. Bastard. That pisses me off. So then I have to run Oasis at T13 to try again. I guess we're going to have to do that one. It's got the critical hit chance. I am very worried about that one. Ugh. That pisses me off a little bit. I'm not... Let's see. Yeah, we don't have rarity. I'm not juicing the... Well, yeah, because all my good waste or tablets are irradiated. And I don't want to do that, so... That sucks. I hate when that happens. Medalist's got ads. Ah. So I gotta wait for Medalist to come back from the ads. But he's saying some stuff here we need to catch on. Yeah, Kitten Cat Noodle is basically where I heard all the lore from. Okay. Yeah, she does some good videos. Made a small effort to listen to some story in Act 4, and it was kind of fun to have some context. Yeah, Act 4 was really good, man. I can't, like... Yeah. Overall, probably best act. Back from the ads. So, Medalists managed to make a song out of the intro to a different song. Welcome to the Black Parade. Interesting. All right. Well, I will have to check that out. I know it's on Discord. So maybe tomorrow at work or something. Techno Parade. Nice. I'm not very creative in that regard in music at all. I've never done anything musical other than, of course, the recorder, which was mandatory learning in the United States when I was growing up for some reason. I have no idea why. But we had to get a recorder and use it in school or fail, basically. And then, but nowadays, my kids are going through school and they don't have to do a recorder. Like, they don't have to get the recorder. And I'm like, what the hell happened to that? It was a big deal. Everybody had one. I thought the interlude wasn't too bad. Yeah, interludes was a great way to handle that. Another really... Because everybody was asking, I was asking, how are they going to release Act 4? What are they going to do? We got to, like, rerun Act 3 and 4? Well, they came through and did something no one really expected. So, another kudos, I think. Deserved. Sent you the updated version. Thank you. Appreciate that. We got a heavy belt to roll, guys.
Barely broke a sweat.
I am wanting to roll this belt. I'm leaving right now. I can't take it. I got this belt in my bag. We must disappear it. Immediately. Get away from me. It was so stressful. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. Slip strike vest here. Uh-oh. Hey, by the way, Metalist, if you're still there, my stream and Twitch, is it choppy or anything? Because I'm getting terrible dropped frame metrics for network, which I'd never gotten before. I think it's just because there's a storm. But YouTube seems to be fine. I don't know about Twitch, though. Because it's, like, showing 47% dropped. Like, I've never seen this before in my life. Not seeing anything choppy about it. Yeah, that is weird, man. I have no idea. Because if I get the frames missed due to rendering or encoding, that, like, is a noticeable issue in the stream. But I've never had this dropped frames from network. Oh god, this guy's gonna smash me to death. I think I got crit there by some random thing. This area had, oh wow, a silver charm to roll as well. I wonder why that one didn't show up as a green. I'm gonna have to go disappear that one as well. I can't take it. Hopefully Guild Stash has one. Ah. They don't even have shards. Where are we at with shards? 5? Alright. I don't even remember what the silver charm is, actually. I know it's chase. So let's see here. Uniques. I don't want that. I don't care about these. Don't care. Oh, wait. No, I do care about that. Matter of fact, I need to POB this thing. I might be making a mistake here. Let's do it. See how easily I get distracted? Alright. Oh. Okay, so I guess I did POB this. Let's see. 19,000 full DPS. Okay. Strange. Let me copy this over. $20,000. Okay, so I'm not making a mistake. It's better defensively and offensively. My gut was correct. I replaced these with this. Has a T2 roll on physical damage, which we need a lot of, and it's got chaos resistance. These are decent gloves. It's got cold as well, T7. T1 life per enemy hit, which is only the gas or the grenade explosion, I guess, or the impact and the explosion probably. Anyways, we'll hold on to it. So that's 3. I want to hold on to that. You know what? It's end of league. I'm not gonna. I think it's league practice after this. I don't think we go back into this league. Eldritch. So that's 5. 1, 2. Okay.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
So now, got that. Let's see what happens here. Sweet. Jawbone. For some reason, that's all I get. Jawbones and vertebrae. Okay, let's check this too. Since I'm doing town stuff, might as well. That was irradiated, if I recall correctly, so. Okay.
I surf.
Guess that's a decent base to look at. Armor and evasion, never mind.
Fine, fine.
I'm very down on armor and evasion unless you're a shield wearer. I tried it out on the crossbow. I hated it. Okay. Let's get back to it. That was like a chain reaction distraction. It's easy to, it happens to me in this game all the time.
Local, need your aid.
Okay, expedition. I've not even tried to use any of the currency from expedition yet. Ow. Getting bodied over here. Watch out. The thing about this game, we were just talking about all the one-shots in hardcore, like, and you think things are going well right up until they're not, and that's when you're face first in the dirt. And you're like, man, kind of felt like things were going good right there. I'm not doing that. I don't care. Watch out. Bad position. Okay, I stood in something. Okay. It's thirsty business. Oh, what the? Okay, so who's doing that? Somebody's rezzing over here. Uh-oh. Gotta find this. There it is. Nice. What the? Who is doing this? How many times do I have to kill this thing? Oh god, I almost rolled into that. He's still kicking. Who is... Where is this rare? It must be up here somewhere. There needs to be a range limitation on this. This is ridiculous. Dude. What the hell? I'm never gonna get rid of this monster. Wait, is that him? Okay, I guess I outran the other dude. Damn right. Monsters are immune to fire, increased quantity of items. I think I'm fine with that. Okay, there we go. Got a lot of things coming at us right now. These runic monsters get rippy as hell. No. All right, we did it. All right. Damn, we're almost leveled up. We gotta hurry up and try to get this waystone unlocked on the vendor. Be T13s. We're not gonna be able to get T14 in this level. Oh my god, what the hell's going on? The game is freaking out. Some sort of desync. Okay, this guy. What the hell? Oh, I thought he was going to be another boss that doesn't do anything. What's he doing? Okay. Didn't get there. Had to deal with the ads. Alright, Angra, take care. I think you said you were at work. Enjoy your day. It's nice to meet you. Alright. We did it. Drop the map, please. Okay, we got it. Now we gotta finish it. Hopefully it's not too bad. Overall damage is solid. I think we have T15 damage, honestly. And our tank is probably T15 basic. Viable. We just need to keep pushing the tier here. Okay.
Collect more otherworldly remnants.
Got another Jinbara. Let's see what this map is. 14. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. So I need to run this 14 to get T13 unlocked. If I could... Okay, it doesn't look like I have powerful map boss. Okay, we do at the Sun Temple. God dang it. I think I'm going to do it anyways. I hate this map. But I want to try to get the T15 in one shot with this. And then maybe unlock T14's next level. We're pushing. Let's do it. Level 84. So once I get to T15 land / T14, I think we'll be in T14. Really, I'm kind of farming there for a little bit, I think, for greater exalt, so I can do some crafting. I think that's the play. Not trying to really juice that map. Honestly, though, like, our stats are solid. I want more evasion, I think. I can patch that. Damage, I don't think we're going to get better damage. Well, could target damage on the rings or something. But the crossbow, I don't see myself replacing this league, honestly. Probably is what it is. We'll see. Hell yeah. I love how they die in gas. Like, it's like they just fall over sometimes. Oh god. That hurt. We have a decent tank for a league start right now. What's going on here? Damn, I don't want to stand in that. That explosion seemed a little more dangerous than I recall. It was a slow I swear, have I ever been hit by that slow moving missile? When I see a slow moving ability like that, I feel like if you stand in that, you die. You had ample amount of time to not stand in that. Now you die. So yeah, it freaks me out when that thing comes at me. I have no idea. Because I don't think I've ever been hit by that. Alright, the fire's hurting me. It's forcing me into the sun here. Don't want to get hooked. Oh, hell yeah. Now they'll just disappear. It's like I'm chance orbing these guys. It should be a chance orb above my head. This is my luck. Chance orbing the shit out of these guys, man. I did not check this corner. That's bad. Because we know what happens when you don't check the corner in this map. That is where you were supposed to go. Oh, wow. See what happens when you check the corner in this map? It's where you're not supposed to go. The heck? Always works that way. Oh god. I'm in a corner with dangerous things. Get away from me. That was not good. Okay, so it has to be here. Don't want to get hooked. That guy looks beefy, man. Alright, floor 2. Damn it, I need to burn it right to the boss, because I don't want to gain this level until we actually do this. Right? Forgot what map I'm running now. Is this this isn't a 14, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So we could actually no, wait. Yeah, I'm confused. I have no idea what I'm doing now. Let's just finish the map. That's the goal. We'll see what happens. I was doing something. Should have been writing on the sticky note. Wow, that's a lot of superior stuff. We're gonna have to pick up weapons. Wow. It's pretty nice.
Rather not break my back.
Okay. Guess I should identify them just in case. Okay.
That would only slow me down.
I guess I should have identified them. Okay. Oh yeah, got another one of these. Well. Should I go again?
Too weak.
Oh, I'm standing in fire. Uh-oh. What is this? Is that part of my portal? No. Okay. Well, we ran into this thing. I hate that thing. It's gonna force me all the way over here. Holy crap, that's crazy. Another slip strike. We like those. We like those a lot. Ugh. Oof. Caleb! Alright, yes, have a good rest. Hopefully see you next time. I will be streaming probably Monday. It'll be the end. Unless I decide to get on the weekend just for some Arc Raiders. What do I do? I think I want that. Do I want this, though? No. Well, it couldn't get lucky. It's down in the other corner. Watch out. Shroud Walker. Jeez. Oh no, I leveled. I didn't want to do that. Stopped paying attention to it. Oh well. I think we have T13s unlocked on the vendor. Pretty sure. I don't remember what I was trying to do here exactly. Nice. This is a big, big point. Oh, okay. 53%. It's a decent point. Let's see. Okay. It adds up. That's the thing about passives. They all add up. Okay, let's stay close. Don't like getting caught in his beam. What the hell's going on with this dude? Get your ass down here. What? All of the bosses are being very weird tonight. Okay, which one's he doing? That one? Oh no, not that one. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Another superior weapon. Holy crap. Okay. Jeez Louise, what the hell? Oh yeah, those two were from the thing. What did I come away with here, dude? Almost a stack of whetstones. Holy crap, that's good. Okay. Save that. Okay. What do I do? Get rid of that. Oh, this one too? Okay. That got that. Alright, so what happened here?
Go on. This is all we have.
13s. Okay, so I didn't notice. Did we get a T15 map? No. Okay. Interesting. Well, we got 13s unlocked. We made a lot of progress, I swear. What was I at 10 when I started today? I don't remember. Anyways, all right. Well, guys, I am tired as well. I'm going to log off. Let's see what we're doing here. Yep. Thanks for joining me today. Had fun talking about O4 hype and the Druid and everything else. I will be back on Monday. I normally stream around this time, Monday through Thursday. One of those days, normally Thursday, I do like Arc Raiders or other games stuff, but POE 2 at the beginning of the week. So if you want to catch me again, that's when I'll be on. I'm working on a video, and it's going to be about campaign and league start. I'm interested in talking about how I approach going about it kind of blind and working on a build throughout the campaign. So kind of just how I approach that versus it's not going to be campaign tips or whatever. There's a bunch of those out there. There's a bunch of the videos I'm doing too, but it's just the way I do things. So looking forward to getting that on the YouTube. And then I'll probably do a deep dive of Gas Grenade as we lead into the patch as a option for League Start. I don't think that I'm going to League Start Gas Grenade. I've been playing it all League. So, but I might offhand it on a Druid. Seems interesting. Have a good night.